y'all, so today I'm walking you through my signature makeup routine, the look I always go for when I want to feel that girl. It's simple, it's flawless, and it just hits every time. Perfect for any occasion, so let's get into it. First, I'm starting off with Fresh Bare Face. I'm going in with my Confidence in a Gel Cream by IT Cosmetics. This is my go-to because it's super lightweight, but it still hydrates my skin without making me feel greasy. Next, I'm using my Milk Hydro Grip Primer. This one is a staple because it gives my skin that smooth, grippy base, which means my foundation applies flawlessly and actually lasts all day. For my lips, I like to go in with the Kai Multi Wrinkle Bounce Balm. This balm is everything. It hydrates my lips while giving them a nice natural gloss. It's not sticky, just smooth and moisturizing, which is exactly what I need. Next, I'm using my Born This Way Super Coverage Multi-Use Concealer from Too Faced in the shade Chestnut and Butterscotch. I start with a small amount of chestnut under my eyes because this concealer is super full coverage. A little goes a long way. Then I apply it to my forehead, chin, and under my nose for that bright lifted look. While my concealer sits for a minute or two, I go in with my black opal stick foundation to contour. And this is my holy grail. I haven't even tried another contour because this one just does it for me every time. It blends like a dream and gives me that perfect amount of warmth and never looks patchy. I apply it to my cheekbones, forehead, jawline, nose, making sure not to use too much. Then I go ahead and blend everything out, making sure it all melts together for that seamless snatch look. So while my concealer is still sitting, I go ahead and blend out my contour first. Leave my nose contour unblended for now because I like to save my nose for last. And please, let's not talk about how crooked my nose contour line might look right now. I know. I'm still trying to get it down perfectly. It's been a little struggle, but somehow it always works out in the end. You'll see. Before blending out my concealer, I like to go in with my Fit Me foundation stick. When I tell y'all I love this foundation stick, it gives such a natural finish. I'm not a huge foundation girl, but this one is perfect for me. It gives full coverage and it still let my skin shine through. I apply it to my forehead and everywhere I previously contour. Before I blend out my foundation, that's when I go back and blend out my concealer. Once my concealer is nice and blended, I go over everything with my foundation brush to make sure there are no harsh lines, just seamless melted finish. Then for extra bright under eye look, I go in with Butterscotch and apply it just under my eyes. Once that's set, I use my foundation brush to lightly blend everything together. Every time I do these steps, my makeup base comes out so smooth and the finish is always super natural. Next, my favorite part, blush. Y'all, I love me some blush. I feel like it is such a key component in makeup. It's that extra touch of femininity that just does something to the face. This is actually my second favorite shade because my number one go-to is completely out, but this one still gets the job done perfectly. Before I blend out my blush, this is when I go ahead and start working on my nose. I use a little edge brush to blend out my nose contour first, then apply concealer straight down the center and let it sit while I go back and blend out my blush. Some liquid blushes are way too intense, like you put one dot and boom, it's over. I love that it has just the right amount of pigment. This one you actually build it up, which is why you see me applying multiple dots. I be needing it. And you see what I mean. The blush just melts into my skin and looks so natural but still so pretty. Now, a key to getting that flawless matte finish, a good powder. Today I'm using the Carslin Soft Focus Makeup Powder. Funny enough, I actually stopped using this after my first review on it because I didn't think it was necessary for my routine. But I thought about it and I decided to give it another try, and now it's a staple. Once I finish shedding my face, I go back in and blend out my nose concealer. And this is the part where I really take my time adjusting everything, making sure my nose look exactly how I want before setting it with powder. Because once that powder goes on, it's set, it's not moving. So definitely be mindful. Okay, y'all, so after I apply the first layer of powder on my nose, I go right back in with even more powder because why not? No, I definitely need it. I'm using the One Size by Patrick Star powder. I'm basically setting all the same spots, my under eyes, forehead, above my lips, chin, and even a little on my jawline to snatch it. And of course, I hit my nose again, but here's the thing. I don't dust it off right away. I let it sit and do its thing while I move on to my brows. Now for my brows, I start by brushing them up, always in an upward motion. Then I go in with my Maybelline Super Fluff Brow Mousse. Y'all, this stuff is so good. One coat is all I need to darken my brows and fill in the little gaps. It gives that natural but full look without doing too much. I just reviewed this and I love how easy it makes my routine. As I brush up, any extra products comes right off, and then I just take a Q-tip to clean it up. I just take the Q-tip to clean up the top and the bottom edges so everything looks neat. Now time to carve these brows out. I use concealer underneath to make them look super clean and polished. And what's crazy is back in the day, my brows used to take forever, like more than 2 minutes. Now literally 2 minutes and I'm done. Before I blend the concealer out, I let it sit for a second. While that's setting, I go in with my Maybelline Fit Me Press Powder and press under my eyes. Yes, I know I'm using a lot of powder, but listen, my skin needs it, and I promise y'all it's gonna come together so flawless at the end. I set everywhere I already applied the powder, and then it's time to start dusting everything off. Once that's done, I go back to my brows and blend out the concealer with my concealer brush. And to finish up, I take whatever's left on my beauty blender to set my brows, just to lock everything in place. Alright, moving on to contour and bronzer. I'm using my Juvia's Place Bronze Duo in Tan. I just go over all the areas I first contour, especially my nose. Gotta keep that snatch. Then I go in with the bronzer powder to warm everything up. If you don't know where to bronze, just apply it where you contour. It helps blend out any harsh lines. Now for blush, I'm using the Juvia's Place Blush Duo in Volume 4. Y'all, Juvia's Place never misses. The color just melts into my skin so naturally it gives the prettiest blush look. If you haven't tried their blushes yet, you need to. For my eyes, I like to keep it simple with a natural base, so I take the contour shade from the Juvia's Place bronzer palette and blend it all over my lids with a fluffy brush. Super easy, super soft. Now time to set everything in place. First I go in with the Fix It Up matte setting spray. I'm still testing out setting sprays, but this is the one I'm using right now. I let that dry down, then I lock it all in with one side setting spray. This one really keeps everything in place. I always go in and redefine my little mole by my nose with the eyeliner. If you have beauty marks, this trick makes them pop. Alright, for the final touches, I take a big fluffy brush and lightly blend out everything. This just makes everything melt into my skin even more once my face set and dry down. Now for mascara, I'm using the Clinique High Impact Mascara. I love how this one coats my lashes without clumping it. It really makes my bottom lashes stand out and gives them that extra pop. Then my favorite part, lip combo time. I'm using the NYX Professional Makeup Duck Plump Lip Liner. Yeah, tongue twister. And y'all, this liner is so smooth and just glides on perfectly. And a little tip, Q-tips are your best friend for any small mistakes. For gloss, I'm using the L'Oreal Inflammable 8-Hour Lip Gloss. Does it actually last for 8 hours? No, but I love the gloss, so I'm just going to keep using it. And that's it. That completes my signature makeup routine. This is my go-to everyday glam, soft, flawless, and super easy. Once you get the steps down, I love how everything comes together. And y'all already know this routine never fails me. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss my next upload. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.